Hey everybody, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing really well. I kind of am dressed like Eggman today. It's kind of funny. Well, Sonic! I kind of do have this Eggman colors today, you're right. That's so funny. That's very funny. So today is a makeup of last week's missed Patreon live stream for those of you. The Chaos Emeralds are mine! Sonic! Yeah, so this is, we're actually gonna have 2 days of Patreon music today, and then later today, of course, we'll have the state of play, and then tomorrow is just the Patreon live stream as always. So this is a makeup from last Friday where I forget why, I was like overwhelmed with work and stuff. So, happy news for those of you that are interested. Next Monday, I will be streaming Halo 2. Maybe with the mods. Yursama, that's the specialist. Persona 4. Maybe with Tom, one of the mods. And then on Tuesday, I'm happy to report, hey Ruka, that Bricky's going to come on and play the back half of Halo 2 with me. So that stream for Halo 2 will be at a different time. It'll be at 1:30 Eastern, which is different than the usual 10 a.m. that we have. So I'm very excited about that, to be honest. Yes, I've heard all about it. Don't worry. Anniversary. Yes. So it'll be all right. So, yeah. Today we're going to be going through the list from last week, which, good day to you, which is here? No. Where is it? Here. No. Yes. And we're looking at February 2026, and we're looking at what? Oh, is this okay, tomorrow's the 13th? Friday the 13th. Is there going to be a continuation? No continuation. That was a one and done. Yo, the lack of hairdo suits you well. Thank you, fellow Baldy. Dude. Hey, Fiora, what's up? I gotta be honest. I have kind of fallen in love with it. Like, I didn't think that I would enjoy being bald, but I like it. Like, I like it. Like, I really like it. I like it so much, I'm shaving on purpose. Like, I'm not letting that shit grow out. I'm like, nah, if I'm going to be bald, I'm going to be fucking bald. Like, I'm not shaving. Like, yesterday I was, I'm going to buff that shit out. I don't want any of that hair. That's right. Isn't it cold? My heart is warm. It looks good. I appreciate you. Yours was gone at 21. Wow. I am free from the prison of hair. Look, I can do this. Nothing happens. I can. Ah! Whoa. Wait. Ah! Ah! Look like a sperm. The things I should never do ever again. practicing for Nosferatu, yeah. Anyway, so today the game plan is just to have a good time and listen to music, of course. There's a new non-gamer episode out if you want to check it out with my buddy Andrew that I hadn't talked to in like 20 years, full stop. So that's a great one. We had a really good time. Before we go on, I'm going to go ahead and posit a question to the community tab. Hey, what's up? Today my analog 3D comes in the mail. It's on its way right now. It is going to be delivered to me. I am so ready to get down and dirty with some Mario Tennis and Mario Party. Although I heard that Mario Party 2 is actually the best Mario Party. So I'm a little bit frustrated that I impulse purchased the cartridge of Mario Party 1 when I hear 2 is exceptional. So that's okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mongoose. What color? White, to go with my 8-bit dough, and not sponsored, but I wish that I would love a spot. Are you kidding? I hate you telling me that the analog 3D exists. That's how I felt when one of my mods told me. You think I wanted to buy a Nintendo 64 last week this time and several different cartridges? No. No, I did fucking not. But that's what happens when you have like people that influence you. You think I did? You really think I did? I think I did too. Actually, Majora's Mask is in the mailbox. Hopefully it doesn't get too cold in there. Oh, there you are. You son of a bitch. And now, because of that same mod, I started fucking reading this shit. What's up, Crowder? Wait, what happened? Did someone sub and... Did I miss it? Wait. Oh, thank you, Steve. Why the fuck did those not come through? I'm so sorry, Steve. Oh, you know why? Twitch. Oh, wait. Twitch isn't on. Wait, I can't see Twitch. I can't see Twitch. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. Why? I can't see Twitch. Why? That's annoying. Hold on. Why you do this to me? I'm sorry, Twitch. You're appreciated, Twitch. I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta fix this. I'm enraged. How dare they do this to you? How do I don't know. Usually this just works out the box. What the fuck? Hold on. Rip to Twitch chat. Hold on one sec, Twitch. I'm sorry, guys. As always, these streams are super low-key, so like we're going to be a hot mess express today. I woke up at 3:30, couldn't go back to sleep. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Insomnia comes for all of us. All right, wait, I have to trigger a fake test. Let me see. Does this work? I don't want fucking Slack. Why is Twitch not here? It's so annoying. Hey, Nonstop. Hey, Yiru. Hey, Steve. Thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Oh, Steve. Oh, my brother. What's up, Steve? I appreciate you, bro. I was like, well, I know who it is. I know who Steve is. My bad. Oh, Nady, thank you. Hey, Gentle Steps on Sand. Wait. You must have normally been on YouTube. Okay, well, I have both chats open this way, but it's not working on my Chat Ninja, which is very annoying. What the fuck? Hold on. There's something to do with the browser. Hold on one second. I gotta fix it. Stream Ninja. Guten Morgen. You haven't slept for 4 days? All right, hold on. Social stream. Reveal capture. Oh. That's why. What the fuck? Why is it thinks my chat is Chonky Lotus? Who the fuck is Chonky Lotus? That's why this chat isn't working. It just like took a shit. I gotta fix this. Who's Chonky Lotus? What's up, you guys? Hold on, I gotta fix this. This is gonna annoy me if I don't fix it. All right, let me just get rid of this. Auto activate. Huh? Chonky Lotus. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so this is wrong. Okay. Activate source. After the window opens, sign in if required to confirm the chat is visible. Okay, wait. Hi, Twitch. What's up? I see you now. What's up, Steve? What's up, brother? Hey, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do you dirty like that. I didn't. Stream Ninja made you dirty. Or did you dirty? I'm so sorry. Anyway, Steve, thank you. And thank you, Nady, too. But I appreciate you, brother. Hey, Key. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Pursuer, Yiru, how are you? Thank you, Siren, for gifting a sub. Appreciate you guys. What's going on? We had some first-time chatters in here. The only thing I don't like about Stream Ninja is that it doesn't show you when there's a first-time chatter, which is very annoying. Hey, Apple, what's up? We got Yiru's here. Keith. Somnium, who hasn't slept. Nonstop is here. We got Nate. Thiago's here. You want to see the reaction to one of these non-gamers to me being bald? Oh, let me ask them. Hold on one second about the shirts. I'm asking right now. Speaking of shirts, this QR code here is a direct link to the shirts if you would like to buy one or more. Yo, thank you, Steve. I appreciate it, dude. Have you shaved your head yet? First timers are Nonstop and Euro. Ah, season 2 and BF6. Hello, Egg. I wish I had money to show you the Shin Megami Tensei 10 soundtrack. I actually like the Shin Megami Tensei. Maybe I should try that game again. These are only Patreon requests today and tomorrow. Yeah. Nursing school took it all. Yeah, but you're doing something good for the world. Who's Dwight Fairfield? Sinister Minds? No. I don't know what that is. If I knew you were going to cut your hair, you were going to ask for a mohawk before full ball. I would never have done that. I would never have done that. Oh, the new Arknights Enfield endgame stuff. Is that fun? There's no building involved, right? All right, I think we can get started. Should have played Bury the Light for Andrew. Dude, I mean, like, here's the thing. There's like 18,000 songs I should have or could have played for Andrew. I totally get it. It's tough. It's really tough. But yeah, there's always something. The new Fire Emblem game. I haven't heard it, but actually is it in the new Wilds update trailer? Bro, I cannot keep up with the conversation you guys are having right now. Like, I'm trying to follow along, but I can't read. You guys are talking about something. I've said something. I don't know what's happening.
Is this Arkveld manifesting guardian powers?
Oh yeah, that sounded good as hell. We'll have to listen to it on a stream. I'm in a period of time where I am not allowed to do single song videos right now. Now that I'm working with my strategist, and we've have a clear plan in place, so I cannot do single song reactions, but I can do single song reactions on live streams, which is where they should be. So yeah, I'm like this close to doing a Monster Hunter Stories 3, because we're trying to just establish a system, and then once the system is established, then I can do kind of whatever I want. But I'm really excited. So I'm bald. Yeah, I'm bald, dude. I have a strategist. I'm war general. Yes. I'm the war general of YouTube comments. So today we've got some fun stuff. We've got some Grease, which happens to be every male character I ever make is named Grease. I don't know why. Is this pre-recorded then? How does he reply? So I've got Grease, The Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero. Have I listened to Gogmazios? Not yet, no. The Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero, Pac-Man World Repack, 2 tracks from Pac-Man World 2, okay. Ys, Foliage, Ocean, and Celceta. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Ragnarok Online. Ooh, Ace Combat Assault Horizon, Homeworld 2, Memento Mori, 2 of those. And they're after each other, so we're good. Deadbolt, Ball X Pit, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Destiny 2, The Edge of Fate, how dare you. Hollow Knight Silk Song, Scarsinger Carmelita, I've not heard this one yet, so I'm excited. Vintage Story, we're going back to Vintage Story. Ultra Kill, Spiral Out, keep going, okay. The continuation of 8-1, okay. And then Star Fox Assault. What's with everything being pre-recorded? You're busy watching the new upload? Well, watch that and then come back. We're going to be here for like 4 hours, so. And then we'll be here for the state of play later. I have to show you guys the song. First of all, I'm still laughing that the the Summer Cart 64 thing I bought literally came with only the cover. Hey, Amy, thank you. Thank you so much. There you go, Kremen. Wow, that was a smart thing to do. What's this? Wireless N64 controller. You've put in 72 hours in the last few days? Whoa. Your song is Eternal Blue is tomorrow. Oh fuck, it came with 2. Oh shit, chat. It came with 2. I have 4 controllers. Holy shit. So I bought these guys. Oh, I've never held, you know what? The last time I held an N64 controller. Look at that beauty. Look at this beauty. Whoa. Oh, it's really loose. Wow. What a weird... Oh, it just turned on. So, you know what's interesting? So here's the original. And then here's the 8-bit dough. It's kind of cool how, like, I actually like how, I mean, this is nice because this is, you know, modern and it feels, you know, it feels good. But also I think for like bigger hands, it's kind of weird though, because you hold it like this and then, huh. So I accidentally have 2 of these. That's great. I ordered 2, so now I've got 4. GoldenEye makes me want to vomit though, so I can't play it. I can't play GoldenEye. Otherwise, it would have been first on my list. See, look at this. I'm looking down, and I'm not worried about you seeing my receding hairline because there is no fucking hairline. It's an amazing feeling. The Palm Destroyer. Oh, wait, you feel that? Oh, fuck. Oh, that feels good. I told my hairline I don't negotiate with terrorists. Yeah, that's right. Fuck. You hear that? You like that sound? No. It's going to be taken out of context. Anyway, if you couldn't tell, I'm really excited for the N64. Banjo-Kazooie is also on my stream list. Mario Tennis. Isn't the new one out, like, now? This week? Why would they put a fucking sticker on this thing? Majora's Mask is in my mailbox right now. In the cold. Mario Tennis, I'll probably just play this and get my ass kicked by my wife. Mario Tennis. Star Fox 64, I will also stream, I think. Because I've never played it, and this is a classic. Isn't Star Fox 64 like the GOAT? Mario Tennis is out today. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. Get my ass kicked by Rosalina. Go and get it? Nah, it's like down the street. So I can't. You just got done with the new war. Yeah. With the start of the new war, I think that's what it is. So here's Star Fox 64. Hey, Rocky! I'm excited for that. Yoshi's Story. Is Yoshi's Story any good, by the way? Look at the bite marks. I can't get over this. Look at the bite marks. Isn't that crazy? Like, do you think this is a child or do you think that's a dog? I think that's a dog. It's good. Not as good as Yoshi's Island. Well, I mean, that's hard to beat. My copy of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time has Frank written on it. It just has like Frank. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about the death of digital media and how I really want things that I buy to be for others, from others, you know, because it's the legacy of it all. It's like we don't really have digital media anymore. We only have digital media, you know. I hope Frank's doing well. You know, how old is Frank? Is he alive? Is he dead? You know, we don't know. But the fact that I'm going to be playing his copy of Ocarina of Time is just so cool. You know, I did get Pokemon Snap. I'm looking forward to playing that. That's a deep one from my childhood I never got to play. So I'm very excited about Pokemon Snap. I'm going to be playing Crimson Desert in March. Absolutely. Here's the thing. If Crimson Desert does like 10% of what they say is on the tin. Well, and that's my other question. I wonder if the retro game store, like if the guy from eBay deleted the like save state or the save file from Frank. Cause like who knows, you know? Maybe Frank was I mean, we don't know if Frank was a good or a bad person, but I'm a good person. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. Can good people say that they're good people, or does that make it seem like they're not good people? Anyway, Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is excellent. Holy shit. I had no idea. Oh, I see. I had no idea that Vinland Saga would be so engrossing. I started it twice and I've never like committed, and then I accidentally forced. Jesus, Donald, that's so generous. Thank you so much. You guys are being very sweet today. I forced my mod to be in a book club with me. What that basically means is Tom will finish the book before. Got to spend your birthday money? Why don't you spend it on yourself? Why are you spending it on me, Donald? I just finished chapter 21. Don't play Ben's save file? Okay, noted. All right. Is that a manga? It's a manga. It's a manga. And it's the like hardback. Isn't that beautiful? It's an easy read. I know, but it's your birthday. You shouldn't spend your birthday money on me. You should spend your birthday money on you. Look at how beautiful that is, huh? Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I like how, I like how serious it is, but there's also some like anime moments. Like there's a scene with Thor. Thorn. The Thorson's father, which is super cool. Thors. That is very anime, right? Which is awesome. But it's also he's just like a beast of a man. It was just beautiful, yeah. It's very beautifully drawn and it's very easy to follow. I will say it's extremely easy to follow. Nausicaa was penned by Miyazaki himself. Whoa, I would love to read that. Are you kidding? That sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. Okay. Cool. Hola, Juan. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Juan. Okay. So, let us get into it. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, Rocky, while you're in here, I meant to say. Zynon, yeah. Rocky, your message that you left on my community, I think it was either my community post or my video, was very, very kind. I actually told my wife about it today. So that was very, 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 very kind of you to say what you said. And I appreciate that very much. Hey, Tatsu, how are you? So thank you for even alluding to somehow having influence on your life. It was very beautiful. So I appreciate that very much. No worries, Donald. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's get it done. Sorry. You're going to be dragged into playing Fortnite? Well, that doesn't sound like too bad of a problem. Okay, so Grease main theme 1 and 2, which is excellent. I've played both of the... Well, I've played the game. Grease is amazing. If you've never played Grease, you really should. It's such a beautiful game. Not so! Thank you for stopping by! How are you? Thank you for rating! Oh, you should read Vinland Saga if you like manga. I love manga. I think I like manga more than anime. I do like anime too, but manga, it's just such a satisfying thing. The main theme traces grief as quite a journey from numb shock to fragile acceptance, showing how loss drains color from life before slowly teaching you how to live with the ache rather than escape it. Part 1 plays at the start of the game, while Part 2 returns at the end, when Grease finally finds her voice again. Yeah, Grease is a really beautiful game because I find that it's a very compelling thing about like what it means for identity and what it means to like lose a part of yourself and what it means to rediscover who you are and how to find who you are. And it's really one of the things that's really interesting to me, and I've dealt with this personally, is in 2000 and I think it was 2013, I experienced a vocal hemorrhage, and I had one of my vocal folds essentially popped due to like excessive strain and use and emotional disturbances and stuff at that certain part of my life. I was doing a lot of crying and things. So I had a vocal, and I was traveling and I was tired, not sleeping. So I had a vocal fold actually bleed. And it was really interesting because the vocal folds are basically like, they come together like this. And they obviously, they vibrate. And one of them popped, and so what ended up happening was there was essentially a lump of blood here, and I didn't realize something was wrong until I was trying to sing into my upper register, and my chords wouldn't come together. It would actually stop, so it would go, like that, and I went to the doctor and did all this stuff. So I had to go on vocal rest for, I think it was like a complete silence for 2 weeks, which was really difficult. Because at the time I was in a really good spot vocally. I was, really kind of pushing myself to be the best version of myself vocally, so on and so forth. So I really had to stop, and it sets you back like 6 months to a year of vocal like training, and like, because every day you're learning something new, right? So anyway, all that to say, the idea of not being able to sing, or the idea of, at this point, not being able to speak, is a scary one, because my livelihood depended on it, but also like the pursuit of my dreams depended on it. So yeah, I really struggled with that. So in terms of Grease, there's a grieving that kind of occurs in this music that also happens within in real life too, when people can't use what they're given, so to speak. I'm sure it happens too with like, probably with if there's any disability or whatever, that stuff is very delicate. I'm sure there's a bit of trying to come to terms with how you live your life, All right, so this is Grease main theme, part 1 and part 2. Ooh. So let me pause there and talk a little bit about that. And I think it's interesting how the beginning. So the beginning has the vocals that come in, and it's interesting to me because the vocals are really light. And so there's a natural feeling in that of tenderness and vulnerability, right? We've heard that a million times, right? I find the harmony really interesting as well because it's lower. And so I feel like there's that shadow self, or it's like the fear of what's to come, the trepidation for what's ahead, the concern for losing oneself. I feel like that's where the brokenness also comes into play, and so on and so forth. And then I think like what's interesting is that then in the back half of this, we actually pull away from the voice, and what we're left with is essentially this growing and increasing, not tension, but this growing and increasing volume. We crescendo through that part in the back half of this first part, and it feels like everything is slipping out of our control, and we are falling, cascading through the air with there's no safety net. And it's that moment of feeling like everything, kind of the wind getting knocked out of you, the loss of the self, and all these other different things, and so on and so forth. Like it's interesting how so much of it kind of falls apart. Yeah. It's really beautiful, really beautiful. What is the other songs in the Persona 5 soundtrack I don't like? Well, so in the video of Life Will Change, at the time I liked it, but as I've continued to listen to it, I've liked that track less and less. In general, I pretty much would say that there's like maybe 5 tracks I like in that soundtrack overall. Beneath the Mask being the one I love. I actually love Beneath the Mask. I think it's by far the best of the soundtrack. I really don't like the sound. Like ba 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 ya da bo bi da do ba da di da do. So like I don't really like that track. The jazz organ, that's sort of like I forget what the official name is. The jazz organ sound is not one that I particularly am fond of. That like 70s aesthetic. For me, it just feels like Persona 5 soundtrack is just trying very hard to like be unique instead of actually being unique, if that makes sense. Now, when I say that, that's my own personal taste. I think that the soundtrack is very well made and well produced and well like executed, obviously. But I would say that Beneath the Mask is the only one that I don't find sort of agitating to my ears. No, I like jazz. I don't like that type of jazz. I like plenty of jazz. I like big band jazz. I like big band swing. I actually much prefer the Persona 4 soundtrack, and I much prefer Persona 3's soundtrack. But Persona 3 is another one where it kind of is like hit or miss, where like some tracks are fine. Like Full Moon, Full Life, the rap part, it's fine. I can take it or leave it. It doesn't really like do anything for me. I much prefer the vocals, and there's other tracks that I've heard from Persona. Actually, I've been wanting to go back and replay Persona 3 and like start it over, because I've never really been able to finish it. I barely started it because of the serious tropes as a response to not really liking Dragon Quest 7 as much as I expected. Am I going to be reacting to the new Genshin bosses? I'm going to be honest with you. So the Dottore theme, I listened to it in the car the other day because a couple of people have been asking. First of all, I'm not really doing single song reaction videos right now, but second of all, I listened to it and I got to be honest, the Dottore boss theme is probably the worst that Genshin's music has ever been, in the sense that again, not executed poorly, but it's to me it's that theme like sort of lacks. So there are a couple things that are really cool in that theme. There's the sort of the spiraling sound that we get in the first half of the Dottore stuff, and then the second half is interesting because the vocals, but it's altogether just feels very one note. There's like very little shifting and changing within it. It's like 2 distinct phases. and it doesn't really tell I mean, it tells a story, but it doesn't really tell a story compared to a lot of other Genshin tracks that I've heard, including post Yupeng Chen, obviously. It just comes off as very like. I just was really shocked actually at how like poor like how poorly it just felt very generic, which was really strange because that's not the Genshin soundtrack that I know. But yeah, I really wasn't a fan of it, so I decided to not do a video on it. I don't mind sharing my opinion on it, but I don't want to do a video where, first of all, I don't think the Genshin community can necessarily handle that. But also because what's the point? I mean, like there's like a stupid ass gacha war happening right now with a bunch of creators, and I just don't feel like putting myself in crosshairs when I don't have something positive to say. Not to say that I shouldn't do it, but it just doesn't. There's really no point. You know, I don't think that there's a point for that. But yeah, so it wasn't good. It wasn't to my liking. It felt like it was like a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, honestly. I did go and then listen to some of Nodecry's music, which actually Nodecry's music is very beautiful. I mean, the harp in there is really excellent. Obviously the Columbina vocals are really beautiful. I think those tracks are like I think the main theme of Nodecry is excellent. Overall, I also feel like I heard like 10 tracks, and overall I'd say that the one thing that kind of has the battle themes are nice, but the one thing that kind of stands out to me is that they're all kind of sleepy, which tells me that the composition team was trying to go for a mood rather than like the tracks being like specific. Like there's a real like sleepy, beautiful, elegant sort of like, you know, I think of World of Warcraft, the sort of the like the I keep thinking of the fjord, you know what I mean, like the babbling brooks and a lot of greenery and stuff. Obviously there's like a mythological element to that, so it's not that I don't dislike the Nodecry tracks. They just are kind of all ending up based on the 10 I heard, so it's limited experience, right? But like they all kind of feel a bit sort of sleepy and sort of one note, even though within them they have you know some stuff. I would say the Columbina stuff is absolutely the best stuff. I'm glad you liked that that video, Sir Brick. That's awesome. Sorry. You thought I was doing a PGR stream? No, well, there's other things on the there's other things on the thumbnail. The QR code is for my shirts. I don't get how you could defend games as predatory as gacha. Well, because I like them. I mean, it's pretty much as simple as that. I mean, really. I mean, there's shit everywhere. Yeah, the Columbina trailer track is really good. Are you planning on reacting? We've done a bunch of fake Grand Order. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. The Columbina stuff is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome in, gaming. Oh, not me in particular. Oh, I was like, well, because I like them. What about Dotora's boss theme? I was just explaining why yeah. I just asked when the shirts will arrive, so. I find it interesting in here how the hope kind of pushes through, and there's there's not momentum, but there's sort of like, as she's singing, there's also the strings and the there's the strings, and there's also this sort of like this feeling of aliveness and bubbling, which is really beautiful. Rosetta's just in the thumbnail for fun. Neva is the same. It's not connected, but it's the same. It's the same. It's the same publisher, developer. What's my favorite Genshin theme? It's probably still Andreas. What's it called? Beam bum beam bum beam bum. The Symphony of Boreal Wind. Because I love classical piano. That's probably my favorite theme of all of them, I would say. It's the one I remember the most at this point. Yeah, I love that. I love that piece. Favorite song ever? Hey Sly, what's up, buddy? My favorite song ever? Oh God. My favorite song ever is probably City Ruins from Nier Automata. One of. Inevitable Conflict is so good, yeah. Unfinished Frescoes? I think I've heard that. Dragonspine's OST is amazing. You bet an old woman could tell my future looking at my shiny head. Is my head particularly shiny right now? ODST I've not done reactions to in its entirety, but it's on my list, and I'm playing Halo 2 on Monday by myself, and then on Tuesday with Bricky. So it'll be fun to listen to that stuff in context. I don't know that I've heard Koiter's Lullaby. I don't think it was on the list that I had. I was just going down the soundtrack list. But I do like Node Cry, and I like some of Notlon's too. Contrary to people calling me a racist for not liking some of Notlon's. You know, it's funny. They called me a racist because I said that there weren't any brown or black people in the game in Notlon, but then they also called me a racist for not liking Notlon's music. So it's like, which one is it? Which reason am I racist for? Yeah, I'm gonna play Halo on stream. Yep. Never mind that my wife's brown, but I guess that doesn't matter. Thank you. That's beautiful. I love how we finally step into our own, and we are, you know, renewed and returned back to ourself. And so that's where we have this peak. So it's similar to part one, but part two swells with that beautiful organ, and it gives such a richness to it. Well, that's a great point about Interstellar, but it feels very much like we align with ourselves, and we turn towards the world and look at it and prepare for, you know, a new a new beginning or a new chapter. I love how we kind of we essentially pull that like taffy, you know. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, these are excellent pieces, and I didn't stop during those because they're the type of tracks that you don't really want to stop and talk with during, because they're very emotional tracks. But I love how they both kind of start kind of pulled back, and then they inevitably grow, and it's just really excellent. Oh wow. Okay. Let us keep going. Next up is Inevitable Struggle, super arranged version. The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. This is an arrangement version of Inevitable Struggle from Trails to Zero. This specific track plays in Trails to Azure as a battle theme. All right, cool. Let's do it. Oh, Nightbot's going crazy. All right, let's listen. Hello. Hi, Yoshi. Yeah, so I love how the beginning of this is so amped up, right? And it's cool because as it starts off with the first violin, right? It starts off with that first melodic idea. Then it does it again, and then it doubles down on itself. And then we have that momentum build up into this part. And now in this part, we're really, really kicking it into high gear, obviously, with the electric guitar. And that's fun because it's really galvanizing, right? Inevitable Struggle is a title that sort of brims with like difficulty and with conflict. However, obviously, because it's a struggle. However, it's a really beautiful thing to really feel galvanized, and the music really kind of lends itself, obviously, to this feeling of like, you know, climbing up a mountain and really tackling a conflict, right? Hey, Escador, thank you. 7-day streak. Wow. Hi, Alejandro. That's such an excellent thing. So now we take, and of course this is the most replayed part. So we take this, hey Vango, what's up? But you're tuning in even though you're working? Hey! Breaking through the barrier is one of the main protagonist mindsets in the Crossbell games. Consider you galvanized. Dum-dums. Dum-dums. But I love this part because it's actually full of hope and bright. Ba 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 bee ba 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 ba. So actually, let's listen to the music, to the instruments too. Right, so right there. So we have this little bridge. Ba bee ba bee ba 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 bee ba ba ba. And that's just, yeah, so it's cool because it goes da 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 dee da. And I was thinking about this in the car, unrelated to this slightly, but I was playing Franz Liszt's Rigoletto paraphrase / variations on a theme of Rigoletto. And it's so Franz Liszt took this quartet from Giuseppe Verdi's Rigoletto and turned it into a piano solo that essentially takes this quartet and settles it down into one voice. on the piano, playing all the different. It's basically like 1800s cover band. Franz Liszt like basically made a cover of Giuseppe Verdi's Rigoletto quartet. And it's really cool because I was singing along to the piano part, and I found myself getting really, yo, Bran, what's up? Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Bran, I hope you're doing well. Hey everybody, welcome in, guys. We're just listening to my patrons live songs today and tomorrow. I look so good, bald, dead ass. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying so. You guys are welcome to stay and hang out. If you got to head out and leave, by all means, no problem. We're just listening to a bunch of tracks today from a bunch of games. Hello. We're listening to The Legend of Heroes right now. We got some Pac-Man, Ys, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Ragnarok Online, Ace Combat, Homeworld 2, Memento Mori, Deadbolt, Ball X Pit, Legend of Zelda, Destiny 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Vintage Story, Ultra Kill, and Star Fox. So you're welcome to stay and hang out, or go on your way. See ya. Thank you. Yeah. I don't love the comparison, but thanks, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, so it's pretty cool how in this particular track, we lead into it with ba 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 bee ba 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 bee ba 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 bee ba 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 ba. So the adrenaline actually comes from this little lick right here. Right there. Isn't that fun? It's such a subtle thing. Ba ba da da dee. And the point of my story earlier, which thank you for the raid, but before the raid, the point of the story is to say that musical phrasing and gestures actually make a huge difference. Something really small like ba be da da dee da be da be, that is a really fun way to get us into the main crux of this motif, right? And it gets us into the excitement and the adrenaline of this moment, right? So it's cool too, and I'm spending a lot of time here, and then I won't spend too much time on the rest of the track. But the other thing worth noting is the fact that in this, first of all, the rhythm is really like luxurious. Not luxurious in like chocolate or like, creamy dark chocolate that you like, you lay in and you bathe, wash over your body, and you like rub it on your chest, like, and you like put it in your hair and massage the chocolate in your hair. No. What I mean is luxurious in the fact that it's legato, even though it's sharp. So it ba bi da da dee ba bi da yi da ba da yi da dee da dee da da. Da, 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 dee. That, coupled with our use of, we have violin / fiddle, which is the same thing, but just the type of momentum in it, coupled with the guitars in the upper register, all of that has been really cool. And it kind of raises and boosts the adrenaline because of the doubling that's coming in with the electric guitar and the strings. And it's cool because then underneath that we also have, the harmony coming from another electric guitar and I think the drum set. So it's cool. Hi there, always been on Rediff. What's Rediff? Always been on Rediff videos. This is my first time on a stream. Hi, Elise. How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, so this is dope. I mean, this little melody is so sick. Yeah, so and you have the moment. So it's cool because you have the moment. And that, all that's doing is, because we're in a state of conflict, that is bolstering the battle sequence. So it actually feels like hits. Reddit. I've always been on Reddit / videos. Oh, French here, so I must have used the wrong word. I meant to watch. I watched some streams after they end. Oh, the VODs. Oh, Rediff. Ah, pardonnez-moi, je ne comprends pas bien qu'est-ce que tu avais dit. Tu avais dit, tu dis comment ça dire, tu vois le VOD, le vidéo on demande. Bien. Well, bienvenue dans ma chaise. Chaise. Welcome to my chair. Bienvenue dans ma maison. Le maison de chante. Le maison de vidéo-jeux musique. Poisson. Merci. C'est pas de problème. Je suis tellement content que tous les francophones sont ici. Nous avons nous avons beaucoup de personnes qui parlent français. Bien. I don't have a bingo card. Tom, are you going to do a bingo card if you're here? Oh, that's interesting. So, okay. So that's surprising. So we pull back and we go into this sort of like pulled back, dialed back bass section here. And it's funny because the bass kind of feels like it's like, well, I have to hear more of it, but it sounds like it's almost like, okay, wait, no, huddle up. Let's rally. Okay, let's focus up. And obviously, like, we have a big shift because we go from the really intense A section into this B section, and we're going to bust out and bust out, and we're going to go back to the A section. It's fun. My French is really good. Ah, merci. J'aime beaucoup parler le français. Maintenant, ils sont... Madonna. Ils ont... Mais oui, ils ont... Ah putain, mais ils ont 4 ans que je ne parlais pas le français. J'aime beaucoup le français. C'était une langue tellement difficile, mais compliquée. Mais je me record quand j'étais à France en 2019 et j'avais tellement problème avec l'autre personne parce que je ne pouvais parler le français. Et je suis tellement triste que j'ai besoin de parler. J'ai besoin de parler avec autre personne. Et tout le monde là ne pouvait parler l'anglais. Et j'étais tellement triste. Je suis tellement triste que je ne pouvais parler le français. Alors je commence à écouter et comprenez le français. Et maintenant je suis OK à le français. Je parle un peu. Good evening. But yes, I was just saying that I was very lonely in France because no one spoke English where I was in Limoges, Reims, and Massy when I was there. And so I defaulted to just had to fucking learn and have a baguette every day. In fact, I will be in Paris sometime soon. Je suis tellement content que je serai pour un peu de jours à Paris parce que je voudrais manger la baguette. Oui, tu as besoin de pratiquer. Oui, c'est vrai. Oui, le français était très difficile même pour moi et je suis français. Ah ouais, ouais. It's true, ouais. It's true. J'aime beaucoup le viande, that's meat. Le cuisine française. You hear how even in this little lick, it's actually like You hear how that kind of kicks us? And it's actually interesting how it could have been straight, but instead it kind of goes a little bit rhythmic, and and that little extra twinge of shift actually makes it much more interesting to listen to. Si quieres, podemos hablar español también. Pardonnez-moi, that's French. Perdón que no estamos hablando español, pero si quieres podemos hablar español también. Me gusta mucho el español. Muchísimo me gusta el español. Me gusta mucho hablar español, me gusta hablar el francés, me gusta hablar italiano. Todas las lenguas del mundo son muy bonitas. Todas. Ist Deutsch auch eine Möglichkeit hier? Nein. Ich kann nicht sprech Deutsch. Ein bisschen Deutsch. But ich bin laktosefrei. Ein bisschen. Ich nicht sprechen Sie Deutsch. Ich bin müde. Laktosefrei. Hola Marco, soy de Guatemala. ¿Has visitado algún vez? Ay no. Pero quiero visitar Sudamérica. You're a cook? You're gonna have to learn how to make French pastries and French bread? Oh my god, that's so cool. Can I speak Romanian? No, but my editor Bob is Romanian. Laktosefrei. Ostras, qué sorpresa, ya solo 3 idiomas de milagro. Sind Sie das Essen? Ich bin auch müde. Oh, wait, müde is tired. Ich bin tot. Yeah, I can install a lot more language packs now that I don't speak Japanese. Sadly, no. Arigatou gozaimasu. Komendasai. Komendasai. Can I sing in German? Yes. Dies Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön, wie noch kein Auge je gesehen. Ich fühl es, wie dies Götterbild mein Herz mit neuer Regung füß. Mein Herz mit neuer Regung füß. That's the magic flute. I just sang you the magic flute. What else do you want? Wie stark ist mich dein Zauberton, walz heilig, I don't remember. Holde Flöte, mein Schwie. I don't remember the words. Du miel pour les oreilles. Oh, I know what du miel pour les oreilles means. Hi Nikki, what's up? Però abbiamo certi italiani qui. Siamo solo i francesi, i tedeschi e i francesi. Non ci stanno italiani per caso. Pronto, italiani? Non ci sono italiani qui dentro, ma che cazzo, dove stanno gli italiani? Non c'è nessun italiano qui dentro, che schifo. Veramente adesso Madonna, sono mesi e mesi che non parlo italiano. I'm starting to forget my Italian. I gotta be honest. I just don't really speak it anymore. Who do I speak it with? Die Zauberflöte means the magic flute, yes. Parlo un po' di italiano, ma è un po' difficile. Beh, sì. È una lingua abbastanza difficile. È una lingua abbastanza semplice, però una lingua abbastanza complicata allo stesso tempo. Hey, Haros, how are you? All right, let's keep finishing this Falcom song. We're gonna be here forever. Well, I suppose I don't have anywhere to be until 5, so you're stuck with me. Ooh, that's nice. see, and then it repeats itself, which is really beautiful. 4 seasons in one. Oh, I love when that happens. Du siehst gut aus. Dankeschön. No PGR. I don't know why. I'll have to. I keep forgetting that people take thumbnails super directly. So, no, there's no PGR on today's list. Boy. Yeah, you know what's interesting about this particular piece is that it's both. I mean, it's mostly about the heroes, right? It's obviously a very heroic piece, but it does also have a little bit of tension in it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of fun how it's a piece that balances like the tension and also the thrill of battle. Could have used a mid-song slowdown or into a big drop. I mean, it could have. It's true, but it's definitely like, you know, an anime track. You know, like it kind of stays one sort of format. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I see what you're coming. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, they probably could have used one. I don't know. Okay, Pac-Man World 2 Repack. We got 2 tracks from this. This is the post-game remix for the level Blade Mountain. In the normal game, you've seen skating down. In the normal game, you're seen In the normal game, you're seen skating down a large icy mountain with obstacles and snowboarding ghosts in your way. In the post-game, the obstacles are more extreme, and the ghosts are now throwing explosive mines at you. Classic. Holy shit. Did you type a lot? You did, yeah, that's fine. I find it interesting how when we have chorus, so this is like such a classic Bobby, Robbie, you know, it's automatically in your face, automatically like, holy shit, watch out, right? And I think like that, when we use chorus like that, it always is sort of indicative of like how stressful and how I just realized that my ADHD is flaring up really bad today because I haven't slept a lot. So I'm so sorry, guys. But I have, my wife and my friend gave me Steam gift cards, and I just picked up Diablo 2 on Steam because of the new class that I kind of want to try. And also I heard you don't need the BattleNet launcher. So I have like, you know, not to flex, but I have like fucking a bunch of Steam cards here, and I just realized that I didn't use them again. Anyway. All that to say, they're also not refunding me for Ashes of Creation, even though I specifically read that they're giving refunds for it. It's like, bro, that company doesn't exist. Anyway, circling back. What's pretty cool about this is that as it starts, the chorus automatically, and this is such a video game trope, automatically the chorus thrusts you in a situation where it's super serious, right? Bum, bim, tuka-taka-tika-taka, bam, bam, tuka-tika-taka-taka-taka. And that hit and that emphasis definitely wants us to feel tension, right? Wants us to feel stress. That's obvious, I would assume, right? There's like inherent feeling of like, oh shit. And also, because of the chorus, there's also, it's interesting how sometimes a chorus can automatically default us into a state of like unholiness or you know, devilishness, or obviously a real like serious situation. You know what I mean? Hi VB. Chat, VB is working on new bald Marco emotes. We have our little artist in chat. Thank you, VB, for working on these new emotes that are just bald versions of me from my previous emotes. That's actually really cool. It's so fun because that actually makes it not sound generic, you know, because a little bit of doubled tension with the bass, with the sort of doubling into the sopranos and the chorus actually is pretty interesting, right? Like that alone is worth stopping and talking about. You know what I mean? Because there's just a little bit of like, holy shit, you know, there's danger in that sound. And also it deviates from the da ba da dee da ba da, or it deviates from the ba be ba ba ga ga go ga ba ga go ga ba, right? Like let's go back just 2 seconds. Yeah, that's a nice transition, and the doubling actually helps kind of elevate it slightly. It's also like kind of dire. It's kind of interesting, you know, because, you know, we've listened to how many Pac-Man tracks, and when I see it on the list, I'm like, oh, I hope this is good. And they always are. I mean, like they're always kind of like surprising, you know, to the point that I'm like, ooh, Pac-Man World, I have these games. I like the fact that it's 3D Pac-Man. I should sit down and play this, you know, like, because you can tell that there's like, they're kind of quality. I mean, like, they're not bad at all. They're actually kind of shocking, you know, because I think most people, and I'll be honest, who's ever thinking about Pac-Man? Well, you know, we know somebody is. Starts with a D, ends with Iggly. Diggly is. So, because Diggly requests these tracks. But there's something to be said. There's something to be said for how, like, you know, kind of serious, and like, even though it's Pac-Man, the stakes are actually super high, and the music matters, you know, like the music actually builds these tensions, you know. It's very cool. It's very cool. Goodbye Hair. Yeah, Goodbye Hair. Pour one out for my homie, my hair. See, and that's cool because so then it's interesting because as the piece starts, it starts with the chorus kind of being the dominant force, right? Especially in the middle half. And then now we have this sort of spinning off. Ba 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 bee ba 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 yeah ba 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 bee ba 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 ba. Da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee. Actually, yeah, that's enjoyable, really. I mean, do I think that that's the most complicated or gorgeous thing ever? No, but I do think it's nice to hear like tension in a Pac-Man track, and it's not just like phoned in. You know what I mean? Like someone, this would be an example of like a composer understood the assignment. You know what I mean? Which I think is fun. I came here for the beautiful follicles. Welcome to the Bald Men's Club. Your ID card, discount catalog, and complimentary jar of coconut oil are in the mail. Coconut oil. All right. Now we're getting another Pac-Man World 2. Okay, this is the post-game remix for the level Shark Attack. So context for this on the post-game story is that Pac-Man... Like, they have a post-game story. It's stupid. Like, why? This is Pac-Man. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't. Because no one's thinking about it. You know? Follicles are fascism. I do notice people's hair a lot more now, which is kind of interesting. I'm telling you, I actually feel more confident now than I did before. Like, don't get me wrong. I think like it's really easy for people to say inappropriate things. I've had some people come in chat be like, good luck on your chemo. Like that's like some 20-year-old that like doesn't realize that their words have meaning. Like that's not funny, you know, or, you know, it's stupid. The post games, yeah, yikes. This is big yikes. A Pac-Man hater? I'm not even hating. I'm saying it's good. I'm saying it's good. Anyway, some Pac-Man somehow travels back in time when Spooky, the main antagonist, was successfully taking over the world before being banished. Glad you're getting this all out there too. What do you mean? Talking about my hair and stuff? I gave up on my hair 20 years ago. My shaved head is how I met my wife. What do you mean? What do you mean you met your wife because of your shaved head? Like she was like, I gotta get me some of that bald shit. She's like, I gotta get me some of that bald shit. I'm so completely neutral about my hair, as you should be. That is exactly what you should be. Oh yeah, the hair, yeah. You're feeling more confident? I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. You don't need to have an opinion. It's really for me to have an opinion, isn't it? That's nice. That's nice. I'm glad that she some women love a smooth orb. Some men too. His wife was the barber. That's hilarious. That would be such a funny plot twist. You guys start honestly the girl who styled my hair, who cut my hair. I had chemo for a few years ago. Oh my god, I had to shave my beard so I was fully bald. No bueno. I keep my beard. I respect that. Hopefully things are all right for you, dude. That's. I'm sorry to hear that. That's you're tough as fuck, dude. That sucks. Then, of course, summoned by the Ghost Gang in the present normal game. In normal game, the ocean is clean with clean waters, but in post game, it's more murky and green ocean, which in my opinion reflects Spooky's effect on the land. Crazy. Thyroid? Fuck. It was thyroid? Oh, it was thyroid cancer. Right. That's the yes. I think my grandmother had that one. Yeah. I mean, not that there's any cancer to get, but I suppose. Now your beard I'm jealous of. I grow a natural white trash neck beard. I mean, I do too, bro, but I shave that. You know what else I noticed today? I was like, so I got this Manscaped. The Manscaped head thing was amazing. Yesterday I tried it. It was a little expensive at $100, but it was such a close shave. This is all the Manscaped stuff, which I was really impressed by. And I'm really impressed by how it looks, and it's soft and it's not bristly. It's really good. But I'm sitting there and I found myself like actually taking care of myself. Like that is new. Because when I had my hair, I was always so preoccupied with like parting it a certain way so that you wouldn't see the receding hairline or the thinning of the hair, that I wouldn't actually.
Hey, I'm looking good. Much love.
Thank you, Joel. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I actually don't have a Manscaped sponsor for this one. I did once for $200. It was nice. They never came back. I got spooked. Yeah, scared the shit out of me. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate you. I'm gonna just wear hats a lot. Sunblock SPF. Yeah, okay. You guys are serious about that. All right, yeah, I will. I haven't forgotten. Freebird electric razors. Cool. But anyway, so today I found myself like actually taking care of my head and like moisturizing and just like, you know, really I don't know. Like like Armored Mage suggested some hats, some caps, and I bought them. They're nice. You know, summer hats. Even with the hat, it's incredibly easy for your scalp to burn in the sun. Ooh. Did I see the Manscaped Super Bowl ad? No, I didn't. My man put Terraria in the thumb. I didn't put it in the thumbnail. I just uploaded it. All right, let's listen to I still am planning that Terraria OST listen, just need to find some time. You know what's funny about this song is that it's so appropriate for like a club, but it's just minor and a little bit mischievous and dangerous enough that it wouldn't actually work within an actual club. Like it really feels like, you know what it feels like? It reminds me of a sewer. You know what I mean? How did it feel taking all the thumbnail faces? It wasn't too bad. I just did it for 10 seconds and I went like this. $30 seconds. Like it's trippy, you know, like the way that we have this sort of like the wave quality in that, it really kind of feels like we are like in the water, but the water is like drowning us based on the description I read. Like it feels like it's pulling us actually in, almost like it's like if the water was a sand, quicksand or something, you know, it's goopy and gooey. And there's this kind of, it's kind of a bop, honestly. Like I don't have too much to say about it, but like it feels like, it's just up to no good. You know, the whole thing is just like, what would it be like if, oh, I'm going to take over the world. and then that's the sound. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's dangerous. Especially right here. See, then that's the key, right? Dee da dee da. That sounds like Nightmare Before Christmas. Just a fat vein, baby. Thanks, Sparky. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's fun. You know, it's interesting how it's like, it feels like it's spinning in a circle and it's very like hungry. You know, there's like there's like a consumptive quality to that music. It's definitely fun. I think I liked the first track a little bit more, just because there was a little bit more of like, well, I don't know. I feel like this one, it kind of gets away with, it can get away with being slightly generic as a harsh word. I don't mean like generic, like it can get away with like being kind of neutral, where it's just painting a picture and then that's kind of where it stays the whole time, right? So it gets a little bit boring. Whereas the other one, even though it was repetitive and obviously looped, there was a little bit more variety that created a little bit. It's just a bit more interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeast, Foliage, Ocean, and Salsetta. I do like the Ys games. Ancient Land. Ys Memories of Salsetta is a 2012 action role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcon. The game was originally released for the PlayStation Vita in Japan and later in North America by Xseed Games in November 2013. Ironically, it sounds like the track we just listened to. See you, Somnia. That's a really smooth way to go into the loop too. I like this track. I think it suffers from like the video game music curse, which is like having to sound a certain way for X amount of minutes, because it's filling out like thing that's happening on the screen, like the battle, and then it just kind of repeats, right? So in reality, the song is actually, unless we'll listen to the rest of it, but it sounds to me like, what's up, Pixel? In reality, the song is 1 minute and 45 seconds, right? And the thing is like, it's pretty cool because it's really, it's full. And the piece itself is kind of fun because it has that boom boom bam boom 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 bam boom 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 bam boom 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 bam like the thing is so cool. And of note is actually when the most replayed part, which is this melodic part. I love the doubling because I'm assuming it's a battle theme in an ancient land. And what I find really cool is that it's not about the place. Falcom's music is so interesting to me because their battle themes especially are just so galvanizingly heroic. I mentioned this earlier with the Trails, no surprise, right? The Trails track, same company. There's so much power and oomph, and there's not really any room for doubt or like trepidation when it comes to this music. It's always in your face. It's always strong. It's always dominant. Yeah, there's sad stuff too, of course. But I mean, for battle themes in general, especially like your sort of general battle theme, I'm just speculating, the sound always tends to be like, fucking get them, go after them, chase them down. Like, I mean, the energy in that is always driving, always moving forward. And there's a sense of adrenaline throughout it, which is really satisfying, but not necessarily complex, even though obviously it is complex because when you think about it, like up and down, there's a lot of stuff happening. But in general, it follows the standard melodic sort of ideation of a lot of other Japanese games, where we have the core melody and then we kind of fill it out, and then we have a nice fat beat to move us along rhythmically. And I think it works, and it's certainly enjoyable to listen to. But I just a very interesting track in that it doesn't necessarily, it makes the blood pump, but it's not necessarily complex. Not that it needs to be, but it's not necessarily complex. And I think that's fine. It's just very, how about that for fence sitting? But I really like how the harmony works in the most replayed part, like around here. See, and actually I'm wrong, because this part's really interesting. Like right there, that's actually ba-ba-da-ba-bow. Okay, now what? Ba-ba-da-ba-bow. It's a question. What are we doing? Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. And then we go into the action. Right? Hey Timothy, how are you? See, that's cool. Oh, it is different. Oh, wow. See, this is fun. So this is cool because you think it's going to do the same thing both times. And that's when you start to tune out, because it's like, yeah, it's great, but I don't need 2 minutes. I don't need 3 minutes of it. And instead, actually, we go up with the strings, going up into the upper register. And then, hold on. Because I'll be honest, I kind of tuned out there. Listen to this. Yeah. That's so great. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba. That's cool. That's great. I'm actually pull back. That's neat. Actually, there's some mixed meter in there. So they traded. So the guitar ends up being the one that takes over instead of the strings. And I love the harmony. It's that, that's cool. And then the prolonged extension there. It's really neat because we sent. The fuck? Did you just push my door open? Did you just push my door open? And now you're sitting down? You're gonna come here and push my door open like this and then just sit there? Don't look at me like that. You just pushed my door wide open and now you're just laying down. Is your ass back up into it? Is that what happened? I'm talking to you. Hello? Luna? Yeah, you. talking to you. You want to come in? What are you doing? Nice track though. Honestly, like that's really nice. I really like that track. It's really beautiful. It's powerful, enthusiastic. Thanks, Cogmatic. It's really fun. I like that track. That's a great gym track too. All right, Pokemon Sword and Shield plays in the DLC Pokemon The Crown Tundra. Luna. What? Thank you, Zero. You know, I want to speak on Pokemon here for a second, and I'm going to get in trouble, but it's going to be worth it, I think. The stakes in Pokemon are so confusing to me, because, like, I know that the scope of the thing is go to the dungeon, go to the, you know, the gym, get the level up the Pokemon, get the thing. And I'm actually kind of struggling with this in Emerald, where I don't care. Like, I care, but like I don't care. Like I'm curious to see what Pokemon are going to show up and like fighting and stuff. But what's really cool is this theme has like scope. Like this theme has like emphasis. This theme has like tension and stress. And it feels like this is a do or die situation, you know? Pokemon Emerald, you mean where the fuck am I supposed to go? I mean, I'm just following the route. I mean, where am I supposed to go? I'm just supposed to go to the left and then go up and then, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it, but it just like, it doesn't, I mean, it's just like every other, I mean, like I'm not really sure what's going on, but I've heard that Pokemon Emerald is great. So, I mean, I want to play it. People keep talking about how good Emerald is, or unless they're talking about how good the Pokemon are, which is a totally separate conversation. Thank you, Breza. You know, so I'm gonna keep playing it because I like it, but it's very like I'm having a good time, you know. Whereas this is like intense. Like this is the world is ending, and you are all that stands in the way of protecting the universe. And like this is the Gurren Lagann of Pokemon. There's a ferocity in it that's really satisfying, you know. Let me rewind a little bit. See, and that's a prime example. You know, and that kind of thing is so satisfying because it feels like you're like, which looks like I'm not doing or whatever reggaeton or whatever that is. I'm like blocking with a sword and shield and like there's a real push and pull in this. Boom, bop, beep, boom, bop, bop. You know, it's like, oh shit. Oh, wow. So there's a lot of dissonance in that, and this is actually gorgeous because take a listen to this. So that's optimism. That's actually a sound of the whole space. You know, that's a sound of the whole world, like the universe, like the ethos of what it means to be a Pokemon trainer, to like, you know, really like the pursuit of power, the pursuit of growth of the self, success, whatever, right? Be da be da da ba 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 be, and then it goes. And then it has dissonance, boom, ba, boom, boom, ga, cool, and it hits, and it's like, oh, shut up with your optimism, you know. Lots of tension there. Wow, excellent piano too. Ooh, bam, boom, bagam, bam. And it's like, yeah, and I love the juxtaposition here between the, again, ba be ba be da da be da dee da dee da da bo ba. That's actually optimism and heroism coming into play, and then this force saying absolutely not, no, and it puts a kibosh on it. You know, it tries to stop it, tries to snuff it out. Hey, thanks, Crosser. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love the lower piano too here too. That really kind of has this almost like a hitting with a hammer. But I love the juxtaposition. I love that sense of like, I'm not gonna let you stop me. Boom, bam, boom, 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 bam, boom, boom. You know, like, so even though we have that tension, we also have the sense of optimism in it. It's a really fun dynamic there. It's actually gorgeous. That's really beautiful. It's really excellent. I really enjoyed that immensely. I miss those times when you would make videos about Genshin music enthusiastically. I felt bad about the things said to you by the toxic side of the Genshin community. Well, I mean, what can you do? I mean, the thing is there's a lot of things that I don't really do anymore, including Genshin music. I mean, you know, and also frankly, like when Upeg Chen left, I became sort of disinterested myself. So, you know, it was just like a natural thing. Like that game to me was interesting because of mostly of Yupeng Chen's music. Now, of course, there are other talented composers there, like Darkangelo Chen, of course. But you know, times change. I mean, inevitably, things change. I mean, things change. There's lots of stuff on the channel that I don't really do anymore. I mean, I'm even looking right now. Like, I mean. There's a lot of the like mainstays that I don't really do anymore. I mean, like my channel is just totally different. I don't really do single video reactions of Genshin stuff anymore, or really anything. Warframe, sure. Ace Combat. There's obviously when the sponsors come in, I do those. But most of my content's totally shifted, and that's okay. That's just what happens. You know, I cover Wuwa a lot. I really like Wuwa. Not because I don't like Genshin. I just, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's just how things go. I mean, the last single video song I did was probably, Pokemon Legends ZA was the last single. Well, no, sorry, Night Rain. Have I heard of the artist Sonar? I've not. Okay. Ba, beep, ba, bee, da, da. You like the single reactions? They're easiest to digest. I mean, I agree with you. There's certainly, yeah. I mean, I don't. You have in one go. Yeah, that makes sense. It's true. Unfortunately, with oops, the thing is, the formula works, and it it's like at the end of the day. Well, actually, what VB just said is accurate. I think it's kind of natural progression of the content itself because single OST reaction analysis are kind of better for well-known stuff. Eventually, you run out of the unique OSTs to dissect deeply. I mean, it's kind of the reality. At the end of the day, like, here's the thing. I'll give it to you straight. So, like, once you run out of the popular stuff, what do? Where do you go? I mean, obviously, there's plenty of things that are not popular that you can make videos on. The problem is time, effort, and expenses. And but Jesse and I are very different in our sort of philosophies. I think like has Jesse even done a thumbnail ever? I like Jesse, don't get me wrong. Jesse's just going through his Patreon list and just like dropping stuff. But like, you know, what I appreciate about Jesse is that he'll listen to the track and then he offers thoughts and stuff at the end of it, and depending on what it is. But like Jesse just pumps them out, and also he has that huge Patreon list, and his Patreon structure is totally different from mine. You know, because that's what works for him. You know what I mean? But I think it just depends. I mean, for me, I'm actually having more fun doing this format. Just because like when I do single song reactions is usually for stuff I really want to talk about. But I think also it's just it's a difference on philosophy, you know, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm more vapid than Jesse. Maybe I care more about the number than Jesse, you know, not that I'm comparing myself to Jesse. Jesse's great. Jesse does things in his way and he does it well. You know, but like Jesse also has a massive backlog last I checked. You know what I mean? It's okay if you don't want to go back to some painful things that happened. The damage has been done. It's time for you to move on and to focus on things that matter. It's not even about the damage that's done. I don't really care about all the stuff that happened with Genshin stuff. It's just like I'm just not that interested in it like I was. Like it just doesn't interest me. That's pretty much the end of the just the end of the day. That's all that really, I mean, it just doesn't, like Dotori's boss theme. It's not interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even mean that in a disrespectful way. It's not very good, to my personal taste. Like, I don't personally like it. I think that music's kind of derivative and basic. There are parts of it that are good, but again, it's like, why am I going to make a video that's just going to get people mad? You know what I mean? No, Jesse's super cool, but Jesse's probably cooler than me, actually. And as far as what Zero said, I mean, there are tracks from Genshin that I would enjoy listening to. But it just doesn't really speak to me, you know? You say that, Zero, but you know what's funny? Just make a single song video on niche games. The fandom will actually not digest it because it won't get pushed out as a fact. What's really interesting is the, like, I don't know how these niche videos work. Like, what's his name? Any Austin. His videos are incredible about like trees in Skyrim or the power lines in Red Dead 2. Like crazy. How, but people find that interesting. You know why? Because it's so weird. You know what I mean? It just works. It just works. It just works. It's actually like a genius topic because these are like the deep cut stuff. You know, for me, niche things tend to not do well. And the fan bases actually don't come out, which is the reality. And it's interesting because, as an example, I'll give you an example. Just pure numbers, like the Tim Follin and Jeff Follin video. A very nice video. That video's, as far as like growth, that video's dead. That video ain't going anywhere. I don't even think that video is going to cross 10,000 views. That's okay because I know that 5,000 people, 4,800 people like watched it and was hopefully enjoyable to them. And I don't want to just do stuff based on numbers. That's never the goal. But there's got to be a balance between the output. Plus, like, this stuff is expensive. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's tough because it's just because I'm not editing this stuff by myself. Like, this is my job. Imagine if I was also editing and having to learn how to edit well. God. Then I couldn't do half the shit I do now. I barely have time to do anything now. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a delicate dance. It's really tough. It's really tough. And that's why I believe in delegation too. Like, I mean, I'm very lucky that I'm in a position that I can delegate, but delegating is really important because, like, you know, it's like a voice actor's job is not necessarily to edit, to market, to do this, to do that, to do that. You know, for me, the job is to show up and have thoughts and opinions and feelings on music and talk about them. You know what I mean? It's really difficult, even on furlough with no responsibility. Oh, that's right, Sama, because you're starting you're trying to start your channel. You're starting your channel. So, you know, I like to keep it real with you guys. I like to try to be as honest as possible. You know, obviously I can't do everything that makes everybody happy, but I also need to do things that make me happy, that then also balance the job part of it, the passion part of it, and the fact that I have a team of like 4 right now and also have to pay them. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to make a self-made April Fool's video, and I try to figure out how to edit shit. You know, but the problem is too, is that like I have a real professional, Nathan and Bob, they're both exceptionally good at what they do. But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how few like fandoms actually sometimes show up, especially for niche topics. Like, they'll come, but they won't come in droves necessarily. But it also depends on what you're looking for. You know, my hope is that even though the channel, I mean, I haven't peaked yet. Let's put it that way. Like, even if the channel switches and there's a lot more viewership and whatever, at the end of the day, like Patreon is still really important. You know, making sure that I'm doing things with integrity. That's all. That's never going to change. What might change is viewership, and maybe my own personal availability, because that has certainly changed. You know, I don't think I'm ever going to be like, I don't think it's ever going to be like to a point where it's so big that I, you know, can't have individual conversations with you guys on stream. Like, that's really important to me. Maybe, but I doubt it. You know, my job is to just keep doing what I'm doing. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. What is that? Hold on one second. Sorry, I had a thing at 2. Our other dog. Okay. So yeah. So that's sort of the stuff that I'm dealing with on the back end. Because like, I mean, I hear you, Hylian. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm, you know, obviously like digesting a one-off video is always going to be easier, right? Especially when you consider like how long, I'm going to drink some water too, how long some of these videos get when they're like, you know, 20 to 30 minutes. Of course. But at the same time, it's like, it's such a delicate balance between like making sure that the content is engaging, it's catering to, you know, people, and it's all like kind of complicated. Honestly, it's a beautiful thing, but very, very complicated. It's totally fair, and that's certainly the meta on YouTube. And I'm trying not to follow the meta. I sort of just was like, well, what do I do now? You know what I mean? Thank you, dude. Because when I started running out of stuff, I was like, okay, well, where do I go from here? You know, like, what do I do? And naturally, where I've kind of landed and I'm having a lot of fun is in rankings, is in tier lists, is in being more opinionated, is in sharing the thoughts and feelings about music, is in gamifying it, is in, you know, celebrating it more. And so maybe sometimes there's deep analysis, but other times there's not, you know what I mean? Well, I don't want to give tribute to my dad right now. What the fuck? Oh my God, it's so weird. All right, so we're going to move on to Tosca tier. The lonely theme of a frozen wasteland. By all means. Hey, Sanker. It's amazing atmosphere. Bow. Redcar, are you going to start dropping more Ragnarok Online stuff? I haven't played it, but we're listening to a track right now from it. That was beautiful. You have plenty bookmarked. I'd really like to hear more. If you want to suggest some with your slots, by all means, because I love the mood in that, and I love that it definitely is lonely, and you're absolutely right on that. But it also, you know, what's interesting is it has that beautiful feeling of kind of being suspended in midair. You know, like it just feels like the snow is biting your skin, and you're kind of left like, you know, with nowhere to turn, and you're just kind of trying to make your way forward. You know. It's beautiful. It's such an elegant piece of music. I love that. That's like the third track from Ragnarok Online I've heard, and it's just so good. So good. How do I make requests? It's all via patreon.com. This is so normally this is just one day on Fridays, but I had to cancel last week due to some prior circumstances. So basically we gather all the songs for people over the course of the month, and then I just go through them and we listen to them, we talk about them. We don't talk about them, some we just listen. It's basically like a curated playlist, and we do that today. Well, normally it's just Fridays, but we're doing that today and tomorrow. So, okay, Ace Combat, Assault Horizon, White Devil. I've heard. I think I've heard of this. Continuing the Ace Combat year. I think after Halo 2, I think I may pivot to Ace Combat 3. I think. Ooh. Yo. My schedule? My schedule is actually on the Discord. We haven't figured out the best way to, I don't want to ever be annoying. It used to be that like I would we would put up every live stream so that everyone could see the lives that were coming up. But we stopped doing that because a good amount of people were like, "Hey, it's annoying to see all the live streams because it's like it notifies everyone all at once that the live stream is public." So we're not. I've never really done a good job of actually scheduling my live streams. But we do ping the Discord quite a bit. How many runs am I gonna do? I mean, one. Patreon, like in the title, Lost Forever. But it's good to see you. But yeah, you can also join the Discord. It's a great Discord. It's a great place, and you can get all the events and stuff there. All right, let's check out White Devil. Oh, there's multiple endings. I'm like such not a multiple endings guy. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, this is nice though. The more I think about it, the more I really like multiple endings kind of annoy me actually. Unless it's like Nier, which is the only time I've done it. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't think I did the right ending. I don't think I ever actually got. I don't even think because you have to play it. I think I played it 3 times. And I think like you only get ending E when you do. I don't think I did ending D. So like, I don't even think I did the right ending system on yeah, I don't think I actually. I love Nier Automata, and I don't even think I did all the endings there. And the same with The Witcher 3. You think I did multiple playthroughs? I got the ending I wanted. I moved on. You know, ending E is the 3rd run. Well, shit. I guess I only did 2. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, Croft, how are you? What did I think about the Expedition 33 endings? I only did 1, and I watched the other one, and I liked both. But my ending, the Verso ending, was the ending I picked for sure. Ooh. What happened to my hair? I shaved it. Yeah, no. Like not Ace Combat. Armored Core 6. I wasn't crazy about doing that 3 times. Ace Combat 3 has multiple endings. I'd probably just watch the endings. I'd do 1 ending and then watch the other 2. Probably. Well, yeah, why would I look up the endings before? Why would I look up the endings before? What happened to my hair? Oh, my dog ate it. But I hear we go to space in that game, so I'm excited about that. This is nice. I like this track though. Ooh. Oh, it depends on the route. This is why I stream games, so chat can help me. Ah, that's good shit. I love the horn accents. Well, I have the Japanese version. State it plays at 5 p.m. So in 3 hours. Love that. Oh, no, not 2 p.m. No, 5 p.m. I meant to set it to... I thought I set it to 5. I like the background violin there that's like suggesting the sounds of a melody lost in time. And then also this little string thing really showcases tension, that real like it's a moment of real decision. I mean, the gameplay is definitely doo-doo, but music's sick in this game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. That's the second track from this game that I've really enjoyed. I actually think that I would fuck with this track very much, and this soundtrack very much. But yeah, the gameplay I really am kind of ambivalent about, based on the little bit that I played of the very big, like, first mission. It's fine, but yeah, this is gorgeous. Oh, hold on one second. I need to make a post. The other one you put on, which was the one from last week or last month, wasn't it? The one from last month was excellent. I almost played it for a non-gamer recently, but we ended up pivoting to something else. I think I played. What did I play for him? I don't think I did any Ace Combat this one. So one video idea that we have that I'm working on with my strategist is aggressive music in peaceful games. And we're wanting to do a juxtaposition video. Hey guys, what's aggressive music in peaceful games. Like bees chasing you in Animal Crossing, or a really agitated song from Pokemon. Something tense in Stardew. Doesn't have to be cozy. Can be anything that a peaceful game with tense music. Peaceful can be as you define it. I don't know. Peaceful is such a complicated phrase. The drowning music from Sonic, it does come to mind exactly. Mods, I'm gonna post that in Discord as well. Man, the Discord is just popping off today. Please post one track in song suggestions. One and only one. When the mods open it. Okay. All right. My camera's going crazy. Oh, really? Hey, Sphero, what's up? I don't play peaceful games. Well, that says so much about you, doesn't it? I really don't either. All right, Homeworld 2 Remastered. Sandremo. The keeper is aware, the keeper understands, the keeper has seen the enemy. You are the enemy and you cannot win. This only plays about halfway in the campaign when you're fighting an ancient defense apparatus. Yeah, I really don't play peaceful games. You know what I have been playing a lot is Overwatch. It's fun again. It's been so fun to revisit. I'm playing the Simone Gurren-Lagann character. You know what game just came out that's really peaceful? Is Golden Sun, first of all. Is Star Sand Island. Star Sand Island. This one's, I played this yesterday. It's an open world, sort of like, obviously it's anime shit, but like, look. It's so charming. I was playing it last night. Whoa, this is a straight up shot from fucking Ghibli. You know, it's from oh my God, Spirited Away. You kickstarted this? Did you really? No, but like it has no business being this good. It's really good. I was riding my skateboard around yesterday. Oh, Dredge. Yeah, that's a good one. You have open world like choices. You could be a farmer, a crafter, an explorer. Here's a carrot. You can be a tender to animals. It shouldn't be this good. It's really good. You're about to make rollerblades? I'm so jealous. Look. You can feed and capture fish. And then you get to...
I was so confused on stage.
And you get to talk to anime people.
Was that it turns out, even the smallest light can illuminate the whole world. Just like yours.
What the fuck?
Now, I don't need an audience or applause anymore.
I have you. You're all I've ever needed.
I just hope...
Holy shit. That's actually what the game is really fun. I really get it. It's so fun. Look, this is exploration mode.
And walk along
It's got it all. It's an open world Star Sand Island. I'm enjoying it immensely. Oh, Lunar New Year is coming up, huh? Isn't Lunar New Year like now? Anyway, sorry, I'm like super distracted. Guys, we're just chilling until it's, I'm sorry, this is probably going to be the longest Patreon live stream we've ever had. There's combat? Yeah. It's so much fun. And it's single player. Yeah. Anyway. Homeworld 2 Remastered. Speaking of peaceful games. You're lucky I don't go downstairs and get my analog 3D that came in the mail. Money, 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 money. I don't think it's online, no. I think it's single player. Wow. What's stopping me from going downstairs? Oh yeah, Rune Factory. Yeah. I can't believe this is the music in Homeworld. Nothing's stopping me from going downstairs. I just don't want to drag you guys out on like a 5-hour stream. I feel like that would be rude. Yeah. Dude, this is so fucking good. This gets a gold star. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm the gonna heavy sana. I'm the gonna heavy sana. I'm the gonna heavy sana. I am streaming, yes, at 5, but it'll be a separate. It'll be a separate live stream. God, that's so gorgeous. That's so intense. That's fantastic. I mean, everything about that just has this, like, you know, I don't know what it is about, like, sort of leaning into these sort of vocalisms and the, I don't want to call them modes, but leaning into this feeling of, like, there's an inherent danger in that sound, but it's also very elegant, right? There's like a sensuality, and also there's like all this like sort of sliding in it that's really evocative, right? And it's kind of visceral. It's a powerful feeling of like almost like shedding the old skin and donning the new, you know? God, so intense. It's so satisfying. Okay, we're gonna pop over to Memento Mori. If possible, please listen to Seruya's and Maria's laments one after another, because in Maria's lament throughout, and especially 255, there is an instrumental part of Seruya's lament song by Maria. What? Yes, they're back to back, so that's good. Seruya and Maria. Yep. Seruya, a student of Delura Academy. Seruya nearly gave up because of the research failure that made her to be nearly expelled. The only thing that keeps her strong was her playful classmate, Maria. Maria's attitude keeps her from giving up. Ironically, when Maria's own experiment failed, the only thing that saved Maria's life was a failed plant medicine Saruria's created early... So she was saved by the failed experiment of Maria. And then Maria is a student who has nothing to live for, since her existence is basically to be served as a lab rat. Oh, fuck, okay. Until one day, she meets her junior, Saruria. She starts to enjoy life with her company. However, the clock is already ticking. This one is sampled from Smetana's, the Moldau. Okay. All right, cool. Let's listen to Saruria and then go right into Maria. So this is Saruria, the Language of Flowers from Memento Mori. I love Baba Yetu. Kind of sad. There's a somberness in here. I love the listful quality of it, you know? And then notice that she says over and over and she's constantly repeating herself. It's interesting how the character, so I like character themes a lot. And it's interesting to me how, like, in this song, she's basically talking about the fact, like, musically, the subtext is that she's never giving up on anything, right? Like, she's open-hearted. She has a kind feeling of, oh my God, my brain. It's so hard to, like, come up with words today. Oh. She has a big heart. She clearly has a lot of love and care in her heart for others. And on top of that, she also, it's because I woke up at 3:30. Duh. She also is able to, she's sort of like, she's not going to give up on people, which is why she keeps saying over and over again. Now, the theme itself, like, is nice because it kind of just feels like there's a sense of longing in it. And I think, like, that comes from a desire to, like like you can tell that she like wants to be a good person, you know. There's a hope that like she'll be able to help people, whether now or in the future. And also like there's a real nurturing quality in that, you know. Like also the vocal tone is quite light, but it's not that typical breathy thing, because there's kind of like there's a body in that, which is really cool, you know what I mean. Which is cool. I actually like that track. It's very peaceful. There's not a lot going on. I wouldn't say this is necessarily the most compelling thing I've ever heard, but at the same time, I do like that there's like a gentle flexibility in it. And I'm just pulling words out of my ass right now. I'm not gonna lie, but it was nice, really pleasant. Yeah, really, really pretty. But I want to hear the difference between that one and Maria. It's also interesting to me because Saruria is Maria's like underclassman. Underclassman? So you were scared I would hate it? I don't hate anything. Like what? No, I don't. No, I don't hate anything. I don't think. No, I definitely didn't hate it. Sometimes I forget. I'm going to say this. This sounds pretentious, maybe, but I am an opera singer, or a former professional opera singer. No, I don't even remember what I was going to say. That's hilarious. I I'm fucked up today. Oh, country music. I do hate country music. Yes, that's right. I do hate country music. Thank you for reminding me. I hate country music. And I guess I hate jazz piano. I guess those are the... What is that called? What is the jazz piano called? Jazz piano official name. It's not... What is that? What is that thing in Persona music? The jazz organ? Is that what it is? What do I hate about country music? I'll tell you. Jazz organ. Yeah, you're right. It's the jazz organ. Yes. The greasy sound. Hold on. Ugh. I really don't. I fundamentally don't like the sound itself. I don't, not the techniques, but the sound itself I don't like. What do I hate about country music? I can't say the twang, because I like the twang of country, like folks that are from the South. So it's not the twang, but the twang can be quite nasal and pointed, which I think can be off-putting in music. But I like the twang. I like the twang when people speak it. So it's not that problem. I don't have a problem with the twang. The twang is fine. I think it's like the instrument choices. You totally didn't ask me. It's fine. I know you're a troll. I mean, I also just, I don't really like, so I don't necessarily like stories that, I don't like music in general that like tells a story in its music, which sounds really weird, but I much prefer like if my vocal tracks that I really like are tracks that are like sharing emotions about a circumstance, not songs that will like, you know, I went to the drive-through and navigated my, you know, like I don't really like that sound. They also tend to be kind of one note. They tend to be one note, so they can get a little bit repetitive. I also don't like the sort of like guitar strum. Well, I went to, you know, but also just like, I don't know. I don't find them very like, I don't know. They feel very superficial. Cookie cutter country. Okay, then what's country that isn't superficial? What's good country then? You give me the name right now, and I'll play it on my phone so that I don't get claimed. Tell me my wife left me for my truck. Tell me Good Country. I'll play it on my phone so it doesn't get copyright claimed. Thunder Rolls by Dark. Okay, hold on. Fine. Let's test it right now. Thunder Rolls. Let me lower my volume so that. Opera singer reacts to country music for the first time. So I actually like the gravitas in the electric guitar, especially the one that kind of sits in there as he's talking, because obviously it showcases tension and it showcases like distress. I mean, Garth Brooks obviously has had a huge career, so like I'm really not in a place to be like, I don't really like his voice, but I don't really like his voice. I do like the melody itself, but it falls into that trap where it like is telling a story, and I mean it's like, it's not to say that I'm disinterested in the story, because I'm not. Like, I mean, actually, I'm sure if I kept listening to that, I would actually probably get pretty engrossed. It just doesn't, it's a sound that just doesn't appeal to me. Like, that's fine. Like, the strummed guitar doesn't like that. The strummed guitar doesn't really move me, you know? Do I find it compelling? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think it's like bad, right? But it's cool. Hey, Timmy, what's up? Chris Stapleton has some good songs. I mean, don't get me wrong. The one country artist that I really liked, well, the band, was Rascal Flatts. I liked Rascal. Every long I like Rascal Flatts. I don't think Rascal Flatts is bad. That's fun. I like Rascal Flatts. I think it just comes down to taste. I mean, I'm not saying like Patsy Cline I've never heard. Well, Patsy Cline is well, I went down to Georgia to find my... No, Patsy Cline. All right. What's a good Patsy Cline song? What's a good Chris Stapleton song? Johnny Cash, I'm okay with. He's fine. But it's not something I'm going to actively listen to. Yo, Baldy? I'm doing well. How are you, Harry? Name me a Patsy Cline song so I can look it up and give you my full review. In the meantime, I'm going to push play on this. Holy shit. Hey, Baz, what's up? No, the mixing is weird because the voice is really quiet. Outlaw State of Mind. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, this build-up is excellent. First time being here? Wow. How are you, Grizz? Welcome in. First time? What brings you here? In game is better. It's beautiful how the harp is actually doubling her and supporting the balance between the two of them. And then listen to that twist. When it hits, it gets louder. This is a meatball. Memento Mori. Let me look this up. Wow, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna try this game out today. Is the gacha generous, or is it a little bit is it okay? Is it generous, or is it wow. It's generous. You thought it was some cheap stuff? Wow. So you get like this is really interesting. Thanks, Zero. I wrote those down. That's absolutely beautiful. That's a re-listen for sure. That's a star for sure. That is an excellent track. That's an excellent track. Wow. It does that thing where it lands. What I forget if that's what I forget what chord or what note that is in the chord. But like the suspension kind of keeps you, sort of. It's out of pocket. You kind of, it doesn't ever really resolve because it's like, oh, now what? There's kind of this like question aspect of it. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Hey, yo, what's up, Brian? Yeah, thanks, brother. Appreciate it very much. I really enjoyed that. It's so interesting how, hey, Insane Ninja, what's up? I find it interesting how I just downloaded Deadlock again. It's really, it's a fun one. The tracks for the like sort of vampire themes are really interesting. Yeah, I liked that a lot. That was beautiful. That gets a gold star. Oop. You need to listen to the Eugenics soundtrack before the hype fades. Well, yes, I need to explore. I have liked it. But I don't think it's like, I think the music is good, but I don't think it's has nearly as much, it's not as intriguing to me as Binding of Isaac's music. Whereas Binding of Isaac's music is very like rich and deep in texture and like sort of like heavy in the emotional sort of subtext. I like Mugenics music, but most of it's sort of like ironic and silly. Like the sewers one is pretty cool actually. The sewers is pretty cool. I'm in the junkyard right now on my third run. The junkyard is pretty good. The first track with the final boss, with the rat boss, I don't care. The rats and zinginas, not crazy about it. I did love the Black Pussy song. That song is funny. So it's all like quirky. I mean, I probably should do a video on it. I'll have to talk to my strategist about this because we're trying really hard to not just hop on trends anymore. But I know that Mugenics is great and I really enjoy it. Really, it's a delight. We just find that it's really trends are tricky because sometimes you'll hop on a trend and it'll blow up and it'll be amazing, and then other times it sort of the video just kind of like pitters out, and it's a delicate balance, as everything. But yeah, I mean, as far as Mugenics the game, I'm having a good time with it. You're sad? Have I listened to the Terraria OST? Not yet. It's definitely on my to-do list. What's up, Bobdu? You haven't turned into a Marco stream in ages? You're loving the shiny dome. Oh, thank you. I'm sad Mugenics became mainstream. Wouldn't that be a good thing that it's mainstream? Also, I wouldn't say it's mainstream just yet. Although it's kicking ass right now on Steam. Where is it at? Let's see. I'm trying to get into Terraria. I'm having kind of a hard time with it, to be honest. But I don't really like that kind of game anyway. But I know it's great. Hold on, what's going on with Steam? It just took a poop. Capcom sale. Let's see. Boop. Oh wow, top seller. Look at that. For all the complaining about fucking Blizzard, Diablo 2 Resurrected on Steam, number 3. That's why you can't listen to gamers. They just shout and shout and shout. But people still show up and spend the money. Wow, 12. Wow, 85K? That's crazy. I wonder how it's doing on consoles. But it'll never beat Bongo Cat though. I'm telling you, Overwatch is in a good spot. People are coming back to Overwatch. Oof, that's loud as fuck. Deadlock too. Deadlock's starting to really shape up. Crispy. Bad idea. Starbound? I've heard it, yeah. I can't support the game because there's a lot of songs left. To be fair, the team that made Diablo 2 Resurrected was great. Then they were dissolved. I've never played Dead by Daylight. Well, that's not true. I've played it a little bit, but not a whole bunch. Speaking of... Gotas de Fuego? All right. You can't, I respect that highly, and it's fine. Starbound has a beautiful soundtrack, though. I've heard Devil Went Down to Georgia, yeah. All right, Ashes to Ashes from Deadbolt. I have absolutely listened to this before, I think. I'm sure you are aware of this track, but every so often in the gaming, you run into songs that just resonate extraordinarily well for you. Flow for You, Marco, is a good example. While this isn't my flow, I will say this is a track from Chris that still resonates incredibly well for me. There is a sense of melancholic calm in this track. What this says about me with it resonating, I don't know, but it is one of my favorite boss tracks ever. Cool. I have to make sure that my thumbnail designer doesn't include characters, because some of you guys are popping in due to Terraria and Rosetta and PGR, but we're not actually doing those. We're not doing those things. I don't know why he picked those particular characters. Like, I mean, I guess he got you in the door, but it's accidental clickbait because I didn't tell. I just told him to make me a new thumbnail. So I think I need to let me send him a message while we listen to this. I'm sorry about that. And we didn't do the Terraria OST. Listen, it's on my to-do list. Yeah, man, that gets a star. These songs are chosen by the Patreon members. Man, you know what? It's interesting because you're right. It's such a mood. It's such a mood piece. Yes, Seer Samba, yep. Ah. Welcome in. God, that's so good. Yeah, there's a bunch on the channel for Risk of Rain 2. Hey Finn, what's up? Thank you. I gotta listen to this whole OST, dude. It's so good. Deadlock is crazy vibes. Oh my god. Oh, I wish it didn't end like that though. Oh, it's so good. It's really unbelievably good. I love that so much. All right, Ball X Pit. Yeah, Fungal X Forest. Oh, sorry, that was your other one. Ooh. Let's do Reaching for Her Hand, the final fall from Tears of the Kingdom. This is the final time the main theme is played during the player's last input. Oh, but it's a short one. Well, it's okay. Thanks, Speaks. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, no worries. Got it. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Sure. Da 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 dee da da dee. Wow. I love the clap. That's cool. I got to be honest. I'm honestly like, I'm really not good at them, but the Zelda games have really started to just feel like I'm happy. I got to be honest. After playing Twilight Princess, so Wind Waker really didn't do anything for me like I thought it would. Like I really thought that Wind Waker would be the one that like locked me in, but it wasn't until I finished Twilight Princess. And notice that I also took like 2 months off. But when I came back and finished Twilight Princess, and then I popped over to Minish Cap and finished that. Now I used the guide for pretty much most of it. Well, actually no, I would say I probably used the guide about 40, maybe. Yeah, I'd probably say I used the guide about 40 to 60%. I don't actually know how much I used it, but there were some spots. 2D Zelda is kind of interesting because it's like kind of hard. And some things felt pretty obtuse, but I don't know, man. Like I still have post-game depression. Maybe this is going to be my Nintendo year. It kind of feels like it, to be honest. I really want to play the Super Mario 3D Land 2, 3D World. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, like, to the point that I like bought a stupid fucking hat with the Hyrule Shield on it. Like, since when do I give a shit about that? You know? Spirit Tracks is the Pokemon Snap of Zelda games. Like, I'm still sad that I finished Minish Cap. Like, I'm sad. Like, I genuinely, like, I'm like, shit, I don't know what to play. That's why I'm reading Vinland Saga, because I need to give myself something to do. Like, I'm so, like, not in games right now. Like, I'm in a post-game sort of, like, Twilight Princess and Minish Cap back-to-back kind of, like, left me kind of sad. And then Mario Galaxy I liked, but I don't think I liked Mario Galaxy, but I don't actually know that it was like so charming, but I don't know that musically it was good, but it didn't leave a lasting impression on me. Like I think the controls kind of by the end of it, I enjoyed it and I wouldn't mind like kind of playing it casually, but I don't think it's not the Mario game. You know, it's not my Mario game. You know what I mean? And I don't know what my Mario game is yet. Like we all have like with these sort of legacy series, right? Like there's always like one or two games that feel like they're for you. And I definitely think post game clarity. Have I played Clair Obscur? Yeah, you can watch the whole playthrough. Yeah, I have. You can watch the full playthrough here. Yeah, on my YouTube channel. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. You know what? I'm excited to play Paper Mario on the N64. I definitely want to stream that. God, there's so many games that I'm going to stream on the N64. I'm going to use that thing to within an inch of its life. You know, the Wii U is going to sit here and probably not do anything, to be honest. I mean, maybe I'll play Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate, but I don't think so. Generations. Since I accidentally bought 2 copies, I should probably at least play like an hour of it. But the Wii, I'm really excited. Plus, I have my little mini PlayStation here that has, the whole PlayStation library. So I'm excited to. But yeah, like I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out, like I'm excited to kind of see like which Mario game I truly love. Like you would think it'd be Super Mario World because that was the first game I ever even played, but I'm not crazy about that game. Hey Drenex, how are you? You think Paper Mario is going to be Marco's Mario game? You really think so? What did I think about Clair Obscur's music? I thought it was excellent. Really, really exceptionally good. Any chance of playing through Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? It's on the list. Super Mario Land 6 golden coins on the Game Boy was the first game you remember completing that, so it holds a special place in your heart. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Mario. Yeah, I know. Superstar Saga. I heard that. Hey, Ollie, what's up? Okay, let's watch the trailer. But anyway, so even listening to this, the point is, like, even listening, I don't really like Tears of the Kingdom. It's not. I would much rather play Breath of the Wild. Even though I hate durability shit. Also hate that the Hyrule Shield and the Master Sword fucking break, but that's a separate conversation. But even that, like, hearing that theme now, is really special. Actually, did Nathan finish the Zelda video, Kramen? Let's see. Did he finish the Zelda video? Not yet. Oh, and there's those Doom versus Animal Crossing too that he has to work on. Okay. Let's go to the other track since this one's so short. Main theme from the trailer 3. Wow. You don't have to be good at Zelda games. That's the beauty of them. Wow. You just need to play them with a guide, ride the wave, and enjoy it. I learned that. I learned that this year and last year. Wow. Ba 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 beep ba ba ba. I love the subtle Arhu in the background too. And this little dance with the piano. God, excellent. Ba beep ba beep ba. And then we get the reverse twisting thing. Wow. God, that's so fucking heavy. And then the hope is in the swirling, and then obviously the flying. Nice big caesura there, open space, pull back. Oh, wow. I forgot that it does that. Ba, bee, ba, 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 bee. Oh. Isn't that? I had like a twinge of Hyrule Castle. Ugh. Oof. Honestly, like, actually, like, kind of chokes me up. Like, I kind of feel like Zelda for me now is becoming kind of what Ace Combat is. Like, I don't know if I'm going to like Majora's Mask, and I don't know if I'm going to like Ocarina of Time. I sure hope so. I really hope I like connect with Ocarina of Time, especially because of how important it is in the like history of video games. Like, I have this, I'm so excited to play both of those. I almost want to stall as much as possible because I don't want it to be over. Like, I'm really excited. Like, that's actually the reason why I bought the analog 3D. That's like, I think in the house now, is because Zelda and Majora's Mask, like I bought the Majora's Mask that has the hologram in it that like tilts. It was like $80. I was like, it's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like 150 or something. It was pretty reasonable. And Ocarina of Time is only like $40 with Frank on it. I can't wait to show you guys. Frank, it's so funny. I think actually that comes today. I think, and the Donkey Kong 64, which I know I'm probably gonna end up hating, but I feel like I just really want to play it so I can be like, wow, this game sucks, or wow, I love this game, or, you know, because I don't know. N64 is just a system I never owned. I had friends that had it, but you know, I never really got to consume it as a system. I bought 1080 snowboarding. You know, I'm not gonna stream that probably, but like, you know, I'm just so excited. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go all in. Oh yeah, I got Diddy Kong Racing, Paper Mario. Look at this Paper Mario I picked up. Because I wanted to get authentic stuff. Hold on, let me make sure I don't dox myself. Look at this fucking Paper Mario I got. I missed a little bit at the end of the song. Oops, I did. Oh, I did. Oh, wow. So all that silence. Huh? I like how it comes out of the silence. Oh, speaking of amazing old music, you guys have to check. First of all, if you don't know this guy, Instrument Maniac, listen to this. Look at this. Watch this. So, Chrono Trigger, Corridors of Time. He's done all like Undertale cutdowns, Undertale covers with. He plays every instrument. This is incredible. Dude, this made my day seeing this yesterday. It's so cool. He's so good at what he does. It's so cool seeing these real instruments. It's Instrument Maniac. Instrument Maniac. Instrument Maniac. Instrument Maniac. Okay, but I'm breaking my own rule of not having covers on the channel. So, but anyway, Instrument Maniac, I cannot recommend this shit enough. I actually love covers, for the record. Instrument Maniac. I love covers. I wish that we could feature them. You know, kind of, maybe I break my rule. Maybe I start to react to covers. Maybe there's a world, because I actually love covers. The problem is the copyright situation with them. I'm hoping for a trailer of Ace Combat 8, yes. I don't think we're going to get one. It's too soon, but it's possible. Actually, what I'm hoping for is a release date, because I have shit I need to do and I need to know when it's coming out, because I'm literally not going somewhere because Ace Combat 8 might come out in June. Did you ever hear of an instance of wrong violin? What do you mean by that? All right, Destiny 2, The Edge of Fate. Composer Troy Staines, vocals Lene Counts. Grudges aside, this was the best answer to the assignment of Soul Track 4. Oh, okay, let's listen. What the fuck? Okay.
If I could choose just one day and live it all over again, I'd go back to the start when you stole my heart and love rushed in.
Wow.
But I know it's far too late, 'cause I'm stuck right here today, dreaming of the past.
Well,
Now when I call you up, it's like the phone don't ring.
I can't believe you found an original soul song, and it's in Destiny of all places.
Name out loud, it's like you don't hear a thing. Like a king who lost his crown. If you need me, I'll be around, dreaming of the past. But right now, darling, when it feels like my world is falling, I hope and I pray that soon there'll come a day
That's really fucking good.
love washes over you. Didn't know what I found when you came around. No, I just didn't see. But the memory still remains as I hang my head in shame, dreaming of the past. I'm dreaming, baby, dreaming of the past.
Wow. Nice job, Tom. Yeah, that's a great find. Watch me get hit with a fucking copyright claim, because that's how Bungie operates these days. I'm going to try Marathon, though. But, all right, let's listen to Scar Singer Carmelita. You think you'll enjoy this one? All right, let's listen. This one I haven't heard yet. I don't know. Yeah, really. I mean, I love the poise in it. You know, I love poison. I love the poise in that piece. Like it's really well. So actually, there's not a lot of poise in her voice. Her voice is very much legato. Actually, now it is a little bit choppy, and there are certain corners of it where it is sort of boom, 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 boom. But in general, it's the stuff underneath her that's a little bit sort of anxiety light. obviously it's a person really determined and really focused and really having to commit to a, you know, the goals and the things that have to be done, right? Like there's a sound in there of like, listen, I'm sorry, but like we got to do what we got to do, and you're in the way. And so unfortunately, this is what needs to happen. So there is this sound throughout that of, you know, there's a real supported sound by the orchestra specifically that feels like it elevates the singing. The singing is actually very light. I wouldn't even say it's not very classical. It's very not operatically based much at all. It's just, you know, and it really ends up kind of sounding like it's an emotional subtext and like something that's in the back of the brain of like, well, okay, listen, this is the only thing we can do, and this is what I have to do, and I'm really sorry about it, right? Like there's this kind of innocence, almost as if this character is like forced into this situation of having to fight. What's her name? Silk Song. So it's really interesting how like the vocals are really light, but yet the orchestration is very heavy and or very, very, it's got, obviously there's like a bubbling quality in it, right? Hornet. Thank you. Yeah. So it's really interesting. Nice piece though. Nice piece. I actually just listened to Trobio, with my friend, Kevin, but you won't see that for like months now, but it was cool to sort of listen to Trobio, and I thought there was a tenor in that for some reason, but there's a chorus in the other version of his track, which is interesting too. All right. Vintage Story, Heartbeat. Here's something I thought would be fun to listen to. It's a song from a game called Vintage Story. It's essentially a much more hardcore survival. Yeah, I've actually heard this quite a bit now. There's a really nice OST, and even though I can't put up my favorite track, since it's 11 minutes long, I still think this one's really nice. Let's do it. I don't think I've heard this one. So I think what I'm going to do is, once we finish up, we have 2 tracks left. I will take like a half-hour break and start a new live stream for the State of Play. And I'll come back at 4:30. I'll set up the analog 3D, kind of mess around with it a little bit, and then we'll go into the State of Play at 5. This stream hasn't been particularly long compared to any other. It's just that it started later in the day. It's fun how when music is somewhat predictable. That's actually kind of hopeful, actually. I think this might be the most hopeful track we've heard. Huh. Yeah, it's at 5 o'clock, yep. Dum dum dee dum 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 da da dum dum da dum 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 dum. So it's funny because I've listened to probably like 5 or 6 of these tracks, and quite literally, like, this is one of the more chill of the Vintage Story tracks, and actually one of my favorites, which is ironic because the other ones have been really broody and heavy, whereas this one's, I'm in a very light state of mind lately, and I don't know why that is personally. Like, I don't know what's going on in my life that I'm like, you know, I'm kind of okay with. I don't know. Things are bright right now for me in my life for where I'm at, I guess. Not like I'm bragging, because, like, I mean, my life has sucked plenty. But oddly, I find myself drawn to tracks like these right now. I really like that. That was really pretty. It was really pretty. It was just nice. This is the continuation of 8-1, the Absentia Logic, and I think you'll love it, from Ultra Kill. Spiral out, keep going. Okay, let's listen. Silksong has become a comfort soundtrack for you? Okay, you could play anything. I'll be happy. No worries. Am I planning on playing the PSP Ace Combat games? That's Ace Combat X, right? I do have the means to play that, yes. Down. Oh, I heard this a month ago? Shit, I don't remember anything anymore. Oh yeah, I did. I commented on this. What the fuck? It's interesting. I think it's really cool because this song essentially like has this ebb and flow between, it's basically like fading in and out of sanity, right? The whole thing is sort of twisted, and I'll say it makes for pretty unpleasant casual listening. And I think this is a track that benefits immensely from context. And part of the reason is because there's a descent into madness that's occurring here throughout this. I mean, of course, like it's called Spiral Out, Keep Going. And that's exactly what we're trying to get, right? So you can actually hear how, now I think this track could benefit from some like sort of shift, because the whole thing kind of is the same. It's just the same for 4 minutes. It's unrelenting, and it starts to like become kind of white noise after a little while, because it has this constant sense of like push and push and push and push and push. Now there is subtlety within it, so you do feel like you're kind of in this, you know, this sort of loop that's never ending, and you're desperately trying to pull yourself out of that loop and free yourself and become, you know, not be a slave to this, that, and the other. Like there is a sense in it of wanting to be free, but unfortunately, one of the downsides of that sort of push and pull is that it just does not change. So what you see is what you get, and that can be quite jarring and honestly a bit uncomfortable. But it's a nice track, but I think it could really benefit from some texturization or some level shifts. You know, that's like a big thing that I'm really picking up with this particular track. I mean, it's good, but I do like the Ultra Kill stuff, and I think it's great. And I think in the moment, I think this track's probably banging, because you're probably like running around trying to, like, maybe you're in like a tornado, and there's like, you know, like you're like descending further and further and further into madness. Now, obviously, every layer you go further and further into hell, but there's just this sense of kind of spinning out, which is literally the spiral out. But yeah, so it's just cool. It feels kind of like the like I think of what's that movie, Inception, where like the planet is like spinning onto it, you're onto the characters. Yeah, nice track though. Star Fox Assault Medio Assault version, a shorter piece that evokes a lot of tension, suspense, and fleeting hope as you're flying through a densely packed asteroid field in search of the damn pig who took the MacGuffin that will save the Lilat system. Fun fact, this was one of the few games on the GameCube that had a fully orchestrated OST. Cool. Let's do it. That's true, Noxaflare. My shaved head makes me look like Chad. Thank you. Whoa. Nice sharpness there. Da, dee, da. Ba, ba. See, now you get the flying quality here. It's so beautiful. It's cool that you have like a full ensemble there, the trumpet section and the brass section intermingling, you know, sharply. And then on the flip side, you have the strings here kind of guiding us through that, right? It's very nice. Apple Reach, are you still here? It's kind of it's fun because it's intense, but it's still elegant, which is really cool. Just an update on the shipping of the shirts. For anybody that's concerned, if you've bought a shirt, looks like on Tuesday they're going to start prioritizing shipping the tees. So just a heads up for that. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's really, really fun. I mean, there's some really cool stuff we listened to today. Okay, well, that was February 6th's songs. Tomorrow we'll obviously be hitting up February 13th because that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Kirby, Borderlands 3, Octopath Traveler 0, Civ 6, Blue Archive, Dragon Age The Veilguard, Pathologic 3, Limbus Company, Mario Kart 7, Hurdling, Shenmue, The Banner Saga, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, Genshin Impact, Mother 3, Majin Tensei 2, Heroes of Might and Magic, Fatal Fury 3, Chorus, and Deadlock, which I'm really excited about. So, yeah, that's the game plan. And then, look at that. Then there's only 2 more Fridays of the month, which is crazy. So I will be back in about 45 minutes for the Sony State of Play. I'm going to go use the restroom and set up the analog 3D. That's okay, Volcano Water. Looking forward to that. So that'll be tomorrow at our usual time of 11 a.m. Eastern. So I'll be back in 45 minutes and we will hang out. No worries, Zero. Okay, guys, see you soon. I did check Discord. I will listen to that as soon as I can in the next couple of seconds. Bye.